Now at 10, students in Lamar, Missouri rake in some money for a good cause. Plus, the 28th Carl Junction Bluegrass Festival is back and better than ever, and over 100 people gather in Pittsburgh to help raise awareness and resources for people struggling with Alzheimer's.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A man has died following a single vehicle crash on I-49 near Carthage, Missouri. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Anthony Saviello. Just after 1:30 Friday, I-49 traffic north of Carthage was delayed as a Harley-Davidson motorcycle crashed into the median. Carthage Fire and Mercy EMS rushed to the scene. Although life-saving measures were performed, the male did not survive. The southbound motorcycle lost control, traveled to the edge of the road, struck a post, then continued into the median and crashed. Jasper County Coroner James Harrison tells KOAM Jacob Morby, 41 years old, from Bonner Springs, Kansas, died on the scene. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney for a first look at weather.
Well, temperatures have been much warmer these last couple of days. Today we got up to about 84 degrees, where our average is in the upper 70s, so we're about 5 degrees warmer than average, and that's just going to continue to warm up over the next couple of days. Now, as you can see, we are several degrees warmer this time today than we were this time yesterday. 6 degrees warmer in Girard, only 2 degrees warmer in the Carl Junction Joplin area, and Bella Vista right on par with where we were yesterday. Now, we do have a few clouds in the area, but overall it is a mostly clear night tonight. And as we head into Sunday, temperatures are going back up into the mid 80s. We're going to see about 85, 86 degrees, mostly sunny yet again. We have a pretty mild forecast for the next week, but I'm going to have a full look coming up.
Lindsay, thanks. September is Cancer Awareness Month, and students in Lamar, Missouri took it upon themselves to do some good. KOAM's Mitch Adams explains what students did and the difference they made for a local organization.
Students at Lamar Middle School are making a difference, $1 at a time.
Students, when they came in the morning, there were some student council people collecting money. You could just donate money if you wanted to, but if you donate money, you're allowed to wear a hat for the day. And around here, a lot of people like to wear hats, so that raises a lot of money. And there were some other people that matched some of the donations that helped us get to the $530 that we ended up donating to his foundation.
That foundation was none other than the Christian Hetty Foundation, founded by KOAM's very own Doug Hetty, who made a guest appearance to accept the money raised by the school.
They told us he had tumors all through his stomach, and we had to, at that point in time, he had stage 4 cancer. It was all over, and we didn't even know.
Someone you see on news every day, something's going on. He's someone that helps keep us all safe during tornadoes and weather alerts, and it's just cool to have somebody that important in everyone else's life come and see him in person and not just be ignorant to the little schools, but he actually came and accepted the money himself and showed that he cares too.
To see somebody in their eyes that's really big, as a movie star to some of them, it's really great for them to be able to see in person and have that interaction and just feel like they were important and gave to a really good cause.
The school principal, J.D. Gee, says that he is excited to see what the students do next year to keep this fundraiser going.
Bring in a little more ideas. They're already starting to brainstorm some more ideas for next year of maybe doing something even more than just one day.
Mitch Adams, KOAM News.
While also benefiting a local charity, the Walk to End Alzheimer's took place in Guerrilla Village in Pittsburgh. Over 100 people took part in the walk, including researcher and former SEK resident Matthew Taylor. KOAM's very own Tanya Bach was the MC for the event, which raises money in Alzheimer's research and breakthroughs.
It's exciting to be here and be where I grew up and to see that this disease affects people all over the world. It's just great to be here and see that there are people that are taking advocacy roles, that are working towards the elimination of this disease.
A healthy diet and exercise can lower the risk of developing Alzheimer's. Families in Newton County got the chance to enjoy a full day of fun while supporting education. Autumn Fest raises money for Neosho Christian School and featured activities the whole family could enjoy. Admissions were just $10 per car, making it an affordable way to spend the day together.
Usually most of these funds go to the general fund to help pay everyday expenses, to help keep the school running. It takes a lot of money to run a school, and we don't get the state and federal funds that many schools get. And so tuition doesn't always cover the expenses of the school, so we depend on these fundraisers.
Folks were also encouraged to bring their pets dressed in costumes for the pet parade competition. Coming up, a call for people in Missouri to help assist in the stopping of copper thefts. Plus, land in Arkansas could be a location for a new federal immigration detainment center. A major telecommunications company is hoping a new reward will stop thieves. Chris Bryant has ways you can help identify crooks after copper.
And these areas that are commonly targeted are abandoned houses, utility work sites, or new construction zones.
AT&T says there's been at least 4,000 instances of copper theft to its nationwide network so far in 2025, costing the company approximately $40 million. And theft in Missouri so far this year has cost nearly $2.25 million. So, AT&T is offering rewards up to $20,000 that help lead to the arrest and conviction of those involved with copper theft here in Missouri.
Utility workers or anybody that owns a utility usually wears uniforms or some kind of, their uniform across the board, right? Their vehicles are marked.
In August, the price of copper set at $4.50 per pound, which is down from a record high in July. Places in Missouri that buy copper scrap must keep detailed records, including the seller's ID and a description of the transaction. Missouri State Highway Patrol says if you see something suspicious, report it.
If you see something, call it in. In the world of technology being in your hand, you can capture a photo. You can do something to document it. You don't need to put yourself in harm's way.
Sergeant Young says there are ways to protect your property from becoming a victim.
Increase visibility of the area, right? Use more lighting, bring in lighting if you need to. Have post signs stating that the area is under surveillance. No one committing a crime wants to be caught on video, right?
Well, federal immigration officials are reportedly showing interest in property in Arkansas that could become an immigration detention facility. The Franklin County Sheriff's Department says that they have been in direct contact with immigration officials this week. Claire Everbach has more.
Sheriff Crocker says this site is not equipped for the proposed 3,000-bed prison, nor a detention facility.
This does not have the resources. It doesn't have the structure. The highways aren't there. This is not the right place, especially for ICE agents that are bringing in cartel members.
After his deputy says they saw 3 ICE agents and the governor's senior advisor at the site, Crocker says he believes the entire process needs to be more open.
Talk to the people. Be honest with people. Don't lie to people. And if they don't want it, then don't put it there.
Community members agree. Gravel and Grit Director Adam Watson says many officials were unaware of the ICE agents' visit.
Local legislators didn't know. Community officials didn't know. Our representatives at the federal level didn't know. Department of Corrections didn't know. Board of Corrections didn't know. So it's very clear that this is a unilateral effort by the governor's office to once again dictate the future of this county, this district, and overall the whole state.
Watson says he would like to see more communication from state leaders.
We see Mr. Porfiry come out to Franklin County to look at the site with ICE agents. The one thing that they don't have time to do is show up to the legislature and ask questions or answer questions. And if they're not going to do that, then the citizens are really kind of just left holding a bag wondering what's going on.
Franklin County Judge Ricky Bowman says he feels the county has been left out of the decision making.
We've been kept in the dark. There's just not any transparency about this whole situation all the way through. And that's unfortunate. I wish that the governor's team would be more transparent with us.
He is left wondering why federal authorities are considering this site at all.
My question is, why is Franklin County, the proposed prison site, now being considered by ICE to detain individuals that they pick up across the United States, when the federal government actually has a facility just a few miles from there at Fort Chaffee?
Lindsay is next with a full look at your forecast when we come back.
Well, we've had some pretty mild temperatures these last couple days, but still above average. And we can go ahead and take a look at our current conditions out there. 7th and Range Line in Joplin. Mid-60s already, so we are dropping down in temperatures rather quickly. We're going to get down to, again, low 60s, upper 50s, hitting just about 59 to 60 degrees. Now, we stay mostly clear all night long. Might see a couple of clouds, but again, we just have very, very bland conditions all week this week. I mean, mid-80s, mostly sunny, but we get some clouds in there. We can thank this low pressure system that's off in the west. It's cut off from our jet stream. Jet stream's typically what drives all of our weather patterns. So because that's cut off, it's just sitting over the western states, and that brings us to our high pressure system right over the 4 states. So we're seeing very mild conditions all week long, above average because a high pressure system does typically bring warmer temperatures, but no rain chances for the next 10 days. Now taking a look at Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. It is still a very nice night, especially with these cooler temperatures. Although we warm up to the mid 80s, we get these nice cool starts, which is actually on average what we should be seeing this time of year. All right, so temperatures are dropping down into the mid 60s now. Couple more degrees before we hit our low for the morning, and then heading into tomorrow afternoon we're going to reach about 85 to 86 degrees. So we do have another warm day, couple more degrees warmer than it was today. So because of this high pressure system, we have a slight warm up every single day that we've had this weekend. Now, our cutoff low pressure system does start to rejoin with the jet stream, which means it'll start to move over the east again. That starts Sunday into Monday, but we've got a couple of things that are going to be interacting with this. We've got our tropical depression moving up the Florida coast into the Georgia coast and South Carolina coast. This is going to be starting Monday morning and then into Tuesday. And there's also a hurricane out there in the east, on the east coast as well. Now, all of this, we've talked about it before, the Fujiwara effect. It means these low pressure systems want to be drawn towards each other. So we've got a low out in our now central states, and we've got a couple of lows out towards the east coast. These combine, and we still have a high pressure system that lifts a little further north. So it's just a very messy upper level flow all week long this week, but it does bring us still just consistently warmer temperatures than average. So we have that to deal with all week, mid 80s. It doesn't really cool down until the following week. We also have a lot of sunshine mixed with a couple of clouds because of that cutoff low moving over the 4 states. It brings a couple of cloudy days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but no rain chances. We stay dry until next weekend and even into the following week. So if you enjoy still slightly warmer temperatures, this is the perfect week for you. A couple of cloudy days there, but sun comes back out Friday, Saturday. Temperatures start to drop slightly as that low pushes past us by next weekend. We get some isolated storm chances, very low chances on Sunday, and then our big low pressure system front that starts to pass the start of the following week, which is really what's going to drop those temperatures as we move forward into fall.
And then the fall leaves are going to start dropping. Colors already turning a little bit. I'm seeing
there's a lot of red and orange trees out there. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's fall. All right, thanks, Lindsay. Still ahead in sports, Webb City and Nevada square off in the CJ Classic Volleyball Tournament, and Pitt State football looks for its 3rd straight win. Ben McLeish has those stories and more up next in sports.
Against Emporia State. It's a Gorilla versus Hornet matchup in Emporia. Opening drive, 3rd down for the Gorillas. The handoff goes to Cleo Chandler, who finds space and he breaks some ankles on a 68-yard touchdown run. PSU strikes first for an early 7-0 lead. Next Gorilla drive, Jake Wolfen at QB, and he connects with Grayson Holbert on the quick throw. He's in the end zone. PSU extends the lead. But here come the Hornets. Trailing 14-3 and in the red zone, Ben Harris finds Malik Oatis for the touchdown, cutting the deficit to 14-10. Next TSU drive, Harris with the quick hitter to Mason Ford, who somehow sneaks through the group of Gorilla defenders, going 40 yards for the score. Hornets lead 16-14, closing minutes of the half, and there goes that man again. Chandler finds a hole and explodes down the sideline for a 51-yard gain. And that would help set up a goal-to-go situation for PSU. Jackson Berry evading pressure and delivering a strike to Jalen Travis for the go-ahead score. Pitt State back in the red zone, sticking to the run game, this time with Samari Pelode-Gary, who finds a seam and scores from 16 yards out. And the lead grows to 19 points. Coming off a Hornets score, Pitt State looking to seal the deal, and it's Pelode-Gary again, taking it 74 yards to the house. He had over 180 yards on the ground and 2 scores. The Gorillas win their 3rd straight game, defeating Emporia State 42-29.
Proud of our guys and the way they battled all game. Proud of our coaches, put together a plan, all 3 phases. I thought we executed pretty well today. And I mean, Emporia's a dang good football team. We knew they were going to run a lot of plays and get some yards, and we just knew we had to kind of minimize that, and offense was able to run the football and control the clock a little bit.
It's great when you can have offense that explosive. It's just we played great complementary football. When we got big stops, offense made big plays. Like we just played hand in hand all game, and that's really what we're about. And it's dangerous when we can complement each other like that.
Well, let's head to Warrensburg, where the Lions take on 1-2 Central Missouri. First drive for Southern, Tillman Martin finds Aiden Robinson Wayne down the middle. He stays on his feet for the extra yardage into UCM territory. But just a few plays later, Martin with the toss to Draper Parker. Parker gains a few yards, but he coughs up the football and the Mules recover. That would set the tone for MSSU today. A few drives later, still scoreless. Donovan Omelo takes it himself. QB runs up the gut and into the end zone for the first score of the day, 7-0 Mules. UCM would score another touchdown, but the Lions are in the red zone. Martin runs the play action and connects with Huston Rodich for the touchdown. Now 14-7 Central Missouri. But the Mules would score a touchdown of their own in less than 30 seconds. Find themselves in the red zone again. Latravius Boyd takes the carry and finds open field to his left, high-fiving the band. With that score, UCM leads 28-7. And here's the straw that broke the Lions' back. A little bit later in the half, Martin's pass is intercepted by Trey Patrick, taken to the house for the Mule touchdown, making it 42-7. Things wouldn't get much better from there. MSSU drops its 2nd straight game, 62-10 to Central Missouri. Let's head indoors where 2 local Missouri high school volleyball teams face off. Carl Junction hosting their annual CJ Classic volleyball tournament. Defending champs Webb City looking to keep their title against Nevada. First set, this game was back and forth. Daly Van Beesler gets this championship match going with an ace. Lady Cards take an early lead. But check this out. Nevada's Hale Hawks gets the one-handed dig on the long rally. Lady Tigers recover, and Webb's Kaylin Maxwell's attack error gives Nevada a 1-point lead. The Webb City rallies set point for Webb. Nevada's Natalie Hope goes for the kill, but Marley Harper rejects it. She gets the block. Webb City takes set 1, 25-23. Set 2, confusion on Nevada's side, and Avery Gardner gets probably the easiest dig of her high school career. 1-point lead for the Cards, but the Tigers won't go away. Savannah Crane dumps it to Jocelyn Maxwell, and Nevada forms a wall to get the block and score. Webb City serving. Tigers get the dig, and to their luck, the ball gets stuck in the net to keep it alive, but it doesn't matter. Crane bumps it to Harper, and she dumps it over the net for the kill. Webb City takes set 2. And the Cardinals are your CJ Classic Tournament champions again. They defeat Nevada 2-0.
Let's go back to football real quick. Pitt State looking good, aren't they?
Looking good. 3 straight wins. Kind of erases some of the pressure for them early in the season.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully they can keep that up. Absolutely. We'll be right back. It's been a weird week, so Jeremy Roth has our take a look at this.
Take a look at the week we had. A suspect pulled off a brazen escape from pursuing authorities by jumping their suspected stolen vehicle over a partially open drawbridge in Seattle. The shocking incident was caught on multiple cameras as the vehicle broke through a safety barrier and jumped the gap in the closing bridge, leaving officers behind to play it safe and, well, smart. Police said they later found the vehicle damaged and abandoned. The suspect had fled the scene. For the first time ever, researchers say they captured on camera endangered leopard sharks mating in the wild, and what they witnessed is being described as a shark threesome. The trio's tryst was documented by researchers in Australia who say until now, only courtship interactions of leopard sharks have ever been witnessed, never the act itself, and definitely not group activity. Another first in the books, a daredevil climber became the first to summit, then ski down the world's tallest mountain without the use of supplemental oxygen. Red Bull says Andre Barguil spent nearly 16 hours climbing in Mount Everest's so-called death zone before skiing back down the gargantuan mountain to his team waiting at base camp. The Polish Prime Minister later lauded his fellow countrymen's accomplishment on social media. Finally, this week saw the heralded return of the National Park Service's viral Fat Bear Week contest. Put on yearly and scored using March Madness-style brackets, big booty bears compete head-to-head in a pre-hibernation weight gain game. As of Friday, the field was nearly down to the final Fat Four, but you can still cast a vote for your favorite chunky champ by heading to explore.org. For Take a Look at This Week, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Going to be a little warmer probably than we'd like it to be, but fall's getting here.
If you're a fan of fall, then yes, it's going to be a few degrees warmer than average. But, I mean, you can't really complain about these temperatures, and we have plenty of sunshine and dry weather, so you really get to enjoy outside before, winter will be here before you know it.
For sure. And a final sports note for us.
Well, Missouri Southern didn't look too good today.
Sure.
Pitt State did look good, though, so we went 1-1 today.
And did you enjoy your drive to Warrensburg, or did you enjoy your time in there?
I got a little sun, but it was a fun drive.
You definitely.
And I said, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
Great song. That's a fantastic song.
It was.
We have cameras in the car.
Yeah. I can't. That's been our time for today. I think you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry. That was way funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Have a great night.
Have a great night, everyone.